Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. I tell you what embrace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio or WMBA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and you can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, click listen live, or you can go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, and you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
You know, Miss Hinton, I think I should say that all over again.
Go ahead.
And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMBA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to YouTube right now at Crystal Records One. That's CRISTO. Make sure you subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show, we promise.
But they have to register too, right?
Well, you gotta, put your name, sign into YouTube. And most people are on YouTube. And so since you're already signed up, just go to Crystal Records One and click subscribe and just make sure you like our content and share. You can go to our live content. You'll see everything we've done on FYI. And we'll appreciate you.
That's right.
Yeah, so Mr. E is Fun Friday.
That's right, it's Fun Friday. And I got a joke for you. You ready for it?
All right, I guess.
What's the cross between a cat and a possum?
I'm not sure.
A cat and a possum?
Ooh, that's the second. Mr. E, okay. Look, I hope you all enjoyed that joke. I'm still trying to, drink it and hear it. Okay, whatever. But Mr. E, is Friday. Yeah, it's Fun Friday. We're going to have a good time. Thanks for that joke. Laughter is good for the soul.
That's right.
It is. And so, yeah, thank you for, having that sense of humor, making us laugh. And it's Fun Friday. It's our Friday segment, Issues Concerning Women. What's in your closet, ladies?
a bunch of clothes that they got tags on it that they snuck into the house, or some of the things that they're hiding.
Okay, so let's take it, especially those that are on the chat. How many of you all are sneaking clothes in 2023? And mostly all women are working.
That's right. That's right. Mostly all women are working, and so that'll eliminate the sneak tip.
Or either head of the household. You know, some of the men are missing, so the women don't have to sneak. Some of the men are not there.
But if there is a fella in the house, you just don't want him to see you got them brand spanking new shoes and brand spanking new clothes. And
why would you have to sneak it though, Miss Steve?
Because you don't want him to see the over budget.
Okay, so you spend it too much.
You spend it too much.
Well, I do know a woman in particular who she says she's a shopaholic. In that case, she probably is sneaking stuff in the house.
That's right. If she a shopaholic, if she loves to shop, she done got hooked on shopping, and she balancing this and balancing that. She making sure this is taken care of. But if she a shopaholic, she'll shop before she pay a bill.
So, Mr. E, this is Anti-Bullying Month. And
of
course, Crystal Community Development Corporation is promoting our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now, anti-bullying rally. It takes place October the 21st, 11 a.m. in Chesapeake, Virginia. And it's all about what's going on with bullying, what it's all about, who bullies, and so on and so on. We're going to have great information for those that come out. We hope that you all will come out, parents, children, students, whoever, come on out and be a part of what we're doing. And so our topic today, hits on bullying again. And we have a specific topic since it is what's in your closet, ladies. Mr. E, do women bully?
Miss Hinton. Yes.
Let me ask you that again. Mr. E, do women bully?
Yes, women do bully because
Why you say yes so quick?
Listen, I had a young lady when I was in the 6th grade, and she used to take my lunch every day for when I had to go to school. I mean, every day when I step on the school ground, this big old tall girl would come up to me in the 6th grade and want that old greasy bag that I had.
Oh.
It wasn't but a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Oh my goodness, but she had to have it.
She had to have it. She had to have that sandwich, and every day I'll go home for lunch hungry as all outdoors, and went on one day crying.
What made you cry? What was it about the young lady that scared you?
Well, the young lady at that time, she was about 6'7", 5 feet. As a child in the 6th grade, she was she was a very tall, dude-looking girl. She looked she looked just like a dude, and she was just big. I mean, big. And all she wanted was my lunch. I mean, she didn't push me down. She ain't knocked me down. And her voice said, "Give me your lunch."
How long did that go on?
That went on for, 2 and 3 months. And I went home crying, and I told my daddy that, my mama, she said, my mom said, "Why you act like you starving?" When you came home, I said, "Because the girl keep taking my lunch." I called the name, so I thought my parents would go up there and tell the principal, about this young lady taking my lunch. I'll never ever forget her. And if I sometimes I see her in the grocery store, and I had to catch myself because I go on the other side of the store when I do see it.
Oh my goodness. So yes,
women
girls,
do bully.
Women bully. We're gonna talk a little bit in a few minutes about wives bullying husbands, which is Hard to believe. But before we get into that, we're going to have our current job list.
That's right. Get your pen and piece of paper right now because, hey, you know someone need a job, looking for a job, got to have a job because we're almost at the end of the year and you want to start fresh and get your jobs for before 2024 get in. So get your pen and piece of paper. I want to let you know that United Postal Service is hiring, Ford Motor Company is hiring, Federal Express is hiring, Amazon is hiring. So there's a lot of people out there. Harry Teeter's, Lowe's, Home Depot, they are hiring. So if you need a job, go on out there and get you a job. But here's something that you might like. That's on our page. City of Virginia Beach is looking for a development specialist. The Community Foundation is looking for a CACF Community Foundation is looking for a database and a technology manager and a senior capacity building program manager.
For kids after school, they need an assistant in Suffolk. They need an educator, liaison in Chesapeake. They need family case manager in Chesapeake, an intake specialist, a mental health specialist, prevention and diversion specialist, and a remediation assistant.
The Girl Scout of the Colonial Coast looking for a manager and customer care and the help in an emergency response incorporation is looking for a stabilizer and an aftercare coordinator and a homeless case manager.
All right, we have HRPDC 2023. They need a housing program specialist. Suffolk Public Library, they need a library associate, location full-time. Hero Kids,
That's
foundation,
a new one. Yeah.
Yes, administrative assistant.
Catholic Charity of the Eastern Virginia is looking for a case manager in Only, Virginia. Good morning, Only. That's in Cape Charles.
All right.
That's over across on the Eastern Shore. Good morning, Only. How are you? Case manager in Virginia. They're looking for a case manager in Only, Virginia, a case manager, a life coach, and a reference specialist case manager.
All right. The Girl Scout facilitator, community troop. And they also need a specialist volunteer. 09/23 was the opening date. But I tell you what, make sure you go on our page. We've already have it up there. Go to Yolanda Hinton's page. Edward Everett should have it up there soon. LinkedIn. Get it, share it, and use it.
That's right. If you need a job, get a job. That's your job assignment today, to get a job.
Absolutely.
Did you catch that?
That's their assignment.
That's your assignment today, to go and get you a job.
Absolutely. Sheila Robbins, good morning, love. How are you? You all that are watching and in the chat, make sure you kind of get into our dialogue and let's have a good time today. It's Fun Friday.
Yeah,
and it's the weekend.
Joke. I told the joke.
You already got your joke, and so but you all look. So let's get back to our topic, Mr. E. Our topic today: do women bully? Do they?
That's right. Do they bullying? So we're going to begin to talk about signs of marriage in bullying.
Oh, wait a minute. We're going to talk about wives first.
We're going to talk about the wives.
Hold on to your seat, wives.
We're going to talk about wives first in a marriage. Do they bully?
Okay. Now, I think you had a conversation with somebody, Mr. E, and said that they've been bullied. They're a victim. But I want to know if they're truly a victim, because sometimes people feel like, if somebody has a strong personality or they're forceful, that's bullying. It's not necessarily bullying. If you are, just a person that's outspoken and just says what's on your mind.
During this time, I spoke to the gentleman on yesterday. Good morning, sir. How are you? And I spoke to him on yesterday, and he began to dialogue about, when a person is, let's say they're sick, and they can't move around like they used to.
Okay.
And then they begin to get a little evil ways, a little upset because they can't be they're not independent like they wants to be. They can't do for themselves. And so when they need something done, and because they're a little bit upset with it, they're demanding it,
Yes.
not asking. They're demanding it. And maybe that's your spouse that's working along with you is not, don't know how to receive it.
Yes.
So if she needs a soft drink or something from the store, go to the store and get me something to drink now.
Oh, wow. And can you imagine having to live with that every day?
That's right.
And,
That's right.
if their condition doesn't change, that means that attitude may get worse and worse.
And so that causes anxiety. That causes anxiety and trauma.
Yes.
Then push them to controlling others later in life to feel safe against them. Of course, there doesn't excuse bullying behavior. Nevertheless, if your wife is emotional bully, she might be criticizing you for making you fit her ideal perfection.
Yeah, so we have a few things that we want to cover, and one is belittling and shaming. A wife who is an emotional bully will do anything to make you feel small. And weirdly, they often don't realize that they're doing it.
Yeah.
At the same time, they're, hiding there in, what's going on inside in their complexes.
That's right. That's right. And the second one, Miss Hinton, that we'll find is blame. Blame.
Can you imagine if somebody just always, well, you did that and you did this and why did you do that? And I blame you for my condition and why you didn't and see what I'm saying is a lot of times, Mr. E, some of those things may go on in marriage or whatever, every now and then or whatever. But if we're talking about a constant
right.
Bullying and battering and, making someone a victim.
That's right. Ms. Hinton, that takes away from the overall bullying. There's three types of bullying that we've been talking about this week. There's verbal, there's physical, and then there's emotional bullying. So today we're talking about the emotional bullying in a marriage.
Well, let's stop there for a minute, Mr. E, because we also had some information about men versus women, and women, more likely to bully than men. And it's kind of like even, but of course, we know that bullies are more portrayed as guys.
That's right. That's right.
But I want to just take a minute before we get back on some of the things in a marriage, that a woman is usually an emotional bully.
That's right. Emotional.
She may not be bullying physically,
right,
but she is definitely going to throw shade. She's going to actually, manipulate. She's going to, use, her mind to do things, to that person that she's victimized.
So in that emotional bullying, there's a belittling and shame, and then there's blame. If your wife is a bully, you are blamer. At school, your personality response. It's also your fault that the restaurant you bought the other house instead. That you bought out of the house. The restaurant that you took her to is your fault. Everything
is that person's fault.
It's your fault. You are the blame. Then there's false apologies. When they come with false apologies, for example, a complaint might come up such as, I gave you all those things and you do nothing for me.
Wow. Whoa. False apologies. You're apologizing, but you're still blaming.
That's right.
You're apologizing, but still manipulating.
That's right.
And throwing shade. Also, we have isolation.
Yeah.
Wherein, you're distancing yourself. It says emotional bullying is in marriage is usually carried out by subtle imposing isolation. I'm going to stay away from you. I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to give you the silent treatment.
Yeah.
And, like I said, some of these things happen, in marriage anyway, but we're not talking about just an incident where, my husband came home late, didn't tell me where he was. Now I'm mad. I'm not speaking to him until he apologized. We're talking about bullying wherein you use these tactics.
Yes.
to continually make a person a victim.
That's right. I'll control and make them feel some kind of way. It's just like the regular bullying. When we look at it, bullying, sometimes a bully see somebody sitting there reading a book, and they just saw that this person is reading, and they go knock the book out of their hand, and then it's funny to them. Miss Hinton, here's one of the ones I saw that really got me because I didn't know what gaslighting was. I thought that when you look at gaslighting, taking a gasoline can, pour some gas on the pour some gas on the fire, and taking a match and set it on fire. They said if your wife is an emotional bully, even know what's true anymore, don't even know about retold differently.
It's really a thing of confusion.
That's right.
Confusion, meaning you, as they communicate, talk with you, as the victim, you can't really understand if you're wrong, if they're right, if that one is right, that one is wrong.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
Right? It's more like what's being said to them. You get confused over what the real issues are and things like that.
That's right. You eliminate, you deviate away from the issue.
In some instances, the bully also does not allow you to have alone time, and you have some people that are in a state. And let's take, for instance, what you was just saying earlier, Misty, about somebody being sick. That person wants you there constantly. They don't want you to have, any time except for catering to their needs.
That's right.
There's a show that comes on, and these people have a certain condition with their weight, and they are constantly wanting that person to cater. If you don't cater, I'm going to make your life a living hell. You've got to be there for me. I don't want you out of my sight. You can't have time to yourself. What you doing? Who you out there with? And it goes on and on like that.
That's right. That's no time alone. And, and sometimes you got to be by yourself just to get yourself together, get your head on straight. Expect, you just made mention of that. Expect constant attention.
Yes.
Then you got that stone wall. Try to control your feelings.
Yes.
Stonewall. And then a lack of emotions or response.
Cold. Just pure tea cold.
Shut your mouth.
Cold.
Don't say a word.
Just got that cold.
You in the room.
You
don't know I'm in the room.
Or that victim is, you find, and this is how bullies really thrive. When you see a victim and they're crying and they as much as you were, scared of the bully, Mr. E, she constantly did it because, she has no feelings.
That's right.
She shuts those feelings down. That person, that wife or whoever, that woman, if she sees you, feel like you are going into some kind of crisis or whatever, she doesn't just sit there and look at you like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Lack of emotional response.
Lack of emotions or response. Won't say a word. Look at you kind of cross-eyed or cockeyed. You roll the head back. You say stuff. They look at So that
don't mind seeing you suffer.
That's right. That makes a person say, "Wait a minute, something ain't right here."
Yeah.
Wife is an emotional bully. She's also making sure you dress precisely how she wants you to.
Really?
This control can be erratic. Just you. If I was you,
why are you wearing that?
If I was you, I would.
And then she come like
that's that's when your way in your feelings. When you get in your feelings, some of the bully tactics that you use.
Absolutely. Now the question is, and we talked about this, and we've kind of like researched a little bit. Do men bully women? Girls bully girls? And like we said earlier, it's a little bit. It can get catty and it can get physical, but it's mainly emotional and sociable. That means a young lady is going to do everything she can to bring you down, to have power over you, and she's going to use things like um, talking behind your back,
Yeah.
dividing, your friends, getting guys to turn against you, throwing shade and making you feel bad about your hair or what you have on, or making a person feel like they know more than you. But
Yeah.
women have a way of really knowing how to bully other women.
That's right. When they catfight each other, when they look at you and they envy of you,
Yes.
they'll say things out of the way that will cause you to feel some kind of way.
Yes.
You can have on the cleanest and looking good with your garments on, and she get with her girlfriend, she thinks she cute.
Yes. I talk to young ladies in program, young women achieving success program and other programs that I've had. And, sometimes you'll see the bullying among, even in schools that I've been in, of young ladies. If somebody has nice hair, if somebody dresses well, if somebody comes from a good family, or if somebody doesn't come from a good family, that makes, that looks good and have the cars and stuff, you find young ladies that will take and make them victims. They're the target. They are the one that that we're gonna turn on. We're gonna make her feel the burn. We're gonna sit around her. We're gonna go in her neighborhood. We're going to go on social media and put her name out there. And it's treacherous. This is not child's play now. This is stuff that really, really, can go to the heart. And that's why you find a lot of suicide
Right.
Among young women and young girls, because it's a game that deals with the mind. If somebody want to fight you, that's one thing. You have a fight and you go on. This is a constant manipulating, constant turning people against you, a constant degrading you. And it is a terrible animal. And some people survive and some people don't.
And and not only that, Miss Hinton, and some of them has these what you call gangs hanging around with them.
Yes.
Those background
Yes.
singers. They got that rah-rah, that
The
cheerleader,
bystanders.
them bystanders, those cheerleaders standing around just egging things on.
Yes.
Yeah, girl, I'm with you, and yeah, girl, she thinks she all of that. Yeah, women do bullying. Yeah, girls do bully each other. When we started looking at this and started talking about bullying, yeah, this month is anti-bullying month.
Yes.
So yeah, we want you to be invite you out November the 21st at October the 21st at 11 o'clock at 1765 South Military Highway in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. And for more information, give us a call at 757-420-0774.
Hello, Sheila Robbins, George Herman, Vaughn. Hey, Randy. Love to the family. But yes, Mr. E, we're going to have our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. You'll hear a lot of that about bullying, about women bullying women, girls, guys, just people in general, what bullying is, how they bully, and some solutions. Now, we're not just going to talk about who's bullying, but we're going to actually talk about things that we can do as a community, as schools, as parents, wherein we can find a solution to this problem called bullying. We want you to make sure you sign up. You can go to www.bulvicacademy.com. That's BULVIC. Go to Crystal Communities link, go down all the way to the flyer, and you'll be able to sign in there, or call 757-470-0224. or just come out. Come on, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have entertainment. We're gonna have information. We're gonna have giveaways. We're gonna have a banner competition.
Tell them about the banner competition.
Banner competition. We have first, second, and third place prizes. First place, $150. Second place, $100. Third, $75. Have your youth group, your school, or your church group, young people, to come out with their banner, and we're going to judge it. We're also going to have panel discussion, pizza and a dialogue, information. We're going to have athletes, professional athletes out there. We're going to have rappers, mimes. Come on out and get this information. But also, let's stand together to get rid of this problem called bullying. Whether it's a girl bullying, a guy bullying, whoever's bullying, we need to get rid of these problems.
Take your neighborhood back. Let's get our neighborhood back into where we can come outside and sit into our front yards and talk to our neighbors. Let's take our neighborhood back where we won't be offended of things that I can't go out there. They're going to throw some stuff at me.
Also, look, don't forget to go get the book. Bullying is right underneath your nose, wherever books are sold. Also, my newest book, The Diary of a Former Bully, and Bullvic, the game app. And your Android, you can go to Google Store. And for your iPad and iPhone, I have my game app, Bullvic, Bulvic. You can get it for those items. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or go to our Facebook page, Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WMDA 88.9, Peace 95.3, and WPCE 1400, and on all social media platforms. I want to throw a little shade just before we get out of here. Chicago Bears.
Oh my
beat
goodness.
The Commanders. Yes. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye now.
Oh my goodness, Mr. E, that is shade, but it's the truth. But anyway, we're going to be looking at the Sunday NFL week 5, actually.
That's right,
week 5. We want you all to kind of join us, and we're going to come back on Monday with Sports Talk and just have a good time throwing shade and giving scores and seeing who really, really played ball. But in the meantime, look, our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. Crystal Community Development Corporation will have our 3rd annual anti-bullying rally October the 21st at 11 o'clock a.m. Where is it going to be at, Mr. E?
It's going to be at 1765 South Military Highway in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. You can call that number. You can do it now. Pick up the telephone and begin to call that number and say, I want to be a part. I want to be there. That's 757-470-0224. That's 757-470-0224. A call to action now. Or you can email crystalcommunity@cox.net. That's CRISTO community, COMMUNITY@cox.net.
We are going to have a fabulous time. We have great speakers.
That's right.
We have athletes, our professional athletes that will be out. One of the guests is Mr. Johnny Walton.
That's right.
He is the first African-American quarterback
for the Philadelphia Eagles.
So all you Philadelphia Eagles, come on out and meet him. He was just inducted in the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
That is a marvelous thing. And we have some other ones. We're going to be posting some of our guests that's going to be there. Great speakers, panel discussion.
That's right.
We're going to have pizza and a dialogue. We're going to have mimes. entertain, all kind of entertainment, giveaways, book signing. Yolanda Hinton, I'll be there with my book. Bullying is right underneath your nose. And the newest book, it is actually hot off the press, Mr. E. The Diary of a Former Bully. You can get it anywhere. Go to Barnes and Noble, Amazon, iTunes. It's an ebook, but it's also a hard cover and a soft cover book. You can order those, and you can walk in the store and you can ask for the book, The Diary of a Former Bully. But if you go to www.bulvicacademy.com, that's BULVIC, you can go to our store and you can find the books. It's in Audible, it's Spanish and English. That's the Diary of a Former Bully. And you can also go wherever books are sold and find that book. Both books, the Diary of a Former Bully, the newest one, and Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose is there. But don't forget the game app. I developed it for a year. Bulvic. It is a wonderful game. I'm so proud of it. BULVIC, Bulvic. Go to your Google store on Android. Go to your app store on apple.com and get it for your iPad and your iPhone. It has an anti-bullying theme. The kids, the family, everybody would love. It is not for the faint of heart. Now, it ain't one of them little quick games. You got to really strategize and think and really go through, the school and everything and fight monsters and just have a wonderful time with the game. So please, please, please support.
It all takes place October the 21st at 11 o'clock a.m. at 1765 South Military Highway in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. The telephone number to dial is 757-470-0224. Our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. Don't forget to register online by going to crystalcommunity@cox.net. Don't forget that you too, your guest, your gang, your people, your children, your group can be a part of our bullying competition.
A banner competition.
Banner competition.
Yes,
I said that wrong.
Yes, our banner competition. First place prize $150. Second place $100. $100. The third is $75. Bring your youth group.
Yeah.
And let's see your banner and let's see, who has really put in a lot of effort. You have to have an anti-bullying theme. And it's been so much fun when we do it. And we'll be showing you all the banners and showing you a presentation of Bulvic, showing you information about our Young Women Achieving Success program, which is getting ready to start, open house. We're getting ready to have it on October the 25th. Find out more information about that. You can also talk to our athletes.
That's right.
You can come on out and talk to Mr. E, who's going to be there.
That's right. We're going to have Mr. Johnny
Walton
going to be there. Mr. Xavier Scott going to be there also. And one other, Greg Scott will be there also to be a part of our bullying rally.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you keep looking online, social media, and we'll also keep announcing who's going to be there. We have LJ Holloway, who is going to be one of the youth speakers. We have a great line of panelists, health people that's in the health field, mental health field, teachers, counselors, people that have been administrators, former police, Chesapeake Police Department. They're going to send a representative out to give our kids some things and talk to them about gangs and bullying. It's just going to be a great conversation, a lot of information for parents and for kids that have questions. That's why we're going to let them have a voice to speak, have their own panel and everything, Mr. E. We're looking forward to it.
And not only that, we're going to have what we call a breakout where you can go and chat with one another to find out some of the things that you're going through so we can put a head to this thing, so we can make this thing bust. Like, hey, look, let's get rid of it and find out what you're talking about, what you feeling and how you feeling and how your children is feeling, because folks don't believe that mothers can be bullies too.
mothers, fathers, kids can bully adults. I mean, I've seen it all. And so, we just want to explain to kids and parents what it looks like. Sometimes parents think that it's just sibling rivalry. Oh, you just pay attention to the older brother while I'm going to work. You need to listen to your older brother, and the older brother doing all
him
kind
up.
him up. I've been doing all kind of things, and I mean, I've seen stories of constant bullying
That's
throughout
right.
the years, where it causes trauma and suicide. People begin to feel suicidal as a result of siblings.
That's right.
It
That's
ain't
right.
child's play. It's not sibling rivalry all the time. Sometimes you get sibling rivalry, but sometimes you get pure bullying.
That's right.
And we want to be able to identify who bullies, why they bully.
That's right.
What it looks like, where they bully, and some of the things that can happen as a result of bullying. So come on out. Our community against bullying, a call to action now. It's going to take all of us to solve this problem. And we want you all to be a part of the voice, and speaking out and standing up against this thing.
That's 757-470-0224. That's the number to call. A call to action now. Let's do it October the 21st at 11 o'clock a.m. at 1765 South Military Highway. Don't forget to register for the bullying banner competition. Don't forget that you too can be a winner. You too can understand, know, and enjoy and find out what's going on. Let's cut it out now. Our community against bullying. Stop bullying.
Come on out and enjoy the drum line. Yes, we're going to have a drum line. Come on out and just cheer and just say that we're standing together to eradicate this thing called bullying. Also, if you want to be a sponsor of our community against bullying, if you want to be a part of our giveaways, if you want to bend, you can do that. You can call that same number, 757-470-0224, and let us know, yes, I have a business. I want to, help people and make sure our community is safe. We have the Chesapeake Police Department coming out, where they're going to have things and tools and, for our kids. And so they're responsive. If you want to sponsor and be a part of doing good things and being a light and a preservative in our community, please come out, call us, or you can email us at crystalcommunity@cox.net. That's CRISTO community@cox.net.
Don't forget the visionary of the Shock City Drum and Dance Corps will be right there, Mr. Frederick Dixon, along with the drummer.
Absolutely. We're expecting mimes. We have a rapper. We have all kind of folk coming out entertaining. We're going to have a wonderful time. Plenty of pizza.
That's right.
Plenty of treats.
That's right.
We'll have promotional items and all kind of things. And again, you can sign up for, parents can sign up for Young Women Achieving Success Mentoring Program, which starts October the 25th for girls 10 to 17 years old. So listen, go ahead, Mr. E.
Don't forget, one of our rappers that will be there will be Mr. William Starr. William T. Starr will be there with his clothing line and plus his latest hit that he got. And then he's going to give you that new song he got coming up called What's Going On with Bullying.
All right. Yeah. That is absolutely marvelous. So look, you all have a wonderful weekend. We're expecting pretty nice weather here in the Hampton Roads area. Mr. E's going to give you information if you want to contact us, if you want to be a part of FYI Radio Morning Show or our FYI After Dark. Now, you notice we didn't serve that tea because we served that tea on our Monday show. And we're going to come back with our segment. But right now, we're going to promote our anti-bullying rally and things. And but if you meet us on Mondays at 6 p.m., we'll have all kind of topics and fun and tea as well.
Well, you're talking about serving that tea, Miss Hinton. Today is the day that the tea that we serve will be displayed.
What's that?
You know when Kurt Franklin began to tell his
We're
story,
not
his
serving that right
documentary.
now. We already served that. But Mr. E, do you know what channel it's going to be? Is it going to be on YouTube?
It's going to be
or
on
what?
YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube. So make it your business. Go to YouTube and look at Kurt Franklin
You going to look at
documentary.
it, Mr. E?
I'm going to attempt to look at it because I got some real good questions that I want to stop and say, hey, Kurt.
So before we go, we did highlight that on our segment
That's
on
right.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah.
You are not the father segment. And we talked about Kurt Franklin and his story and things like that. You all make sure you check him out October the 6th today and find out more. We're going to come back when we serve that too.
Monday
And we're going to go
evening.
over because he's got the whole documentary up there and it's going to be very interesting. And hopefully we'll have someone on this Wednesday coming up. You are not the father. Another story of a young man that found out that he wasn't the father. And
That's a shame, isn't
that's
it?
a terrible thing. But anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Mr. E, tell us how you can be a special guest sponsor or intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Call us 757-714-7861.
All right, Mr. E, we'll see you. Have a wonderful weekend. You all have a great weekend. Thank you, Phil, Brown, George, Randy, Vaughn, Sheila, Rollins, all you that are up here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your support.
Everybody
have a
was
wonderful
kung
weekend.
fu fighting.
Oh, no, fighting all. You all have a wonderful weekend.
Deuces.